Welcome to this episode of Wild Wolf Love. I am coming to you from the dog park this morning because I want to talk to you about riding in the car with Fido. More and more, we take our pet with us in the car on short and on long rides. And taking Fido along with you can be a fun thing to do. We all have that picture in our minds of how it's going to be, me included, Fido or Fluffy sitting next to you, riding along, their head out the window, and they're enjoying themselves as much as you are. For me, being a pet sitter and a dog walker, I love taking my dogs with me when I can. It's the best kind of companionship for me while I drive around town because I miss them. And taking them along while I do my work is fun. Before the fun can begin, there are three things that I think about when it comes to bringing along my fluffies, and that is temperature, goggles, and restraint. Temperature, because even with the windows open, if I need to make a stop, it can get too hot for my pups. They only go out with me if it's 70 degrees or less, because if I do have to make that stop, they can overheat. And next, what I want to talk about is goggles for Fido's eyes. Goggles are something that were pointed out to me a long time ago because my big dog Harlow, she loved to hang her head out the window while we drove. And when it was pointed out to me, do you have goggles for her? I said, no, I'm careful. I only let her have her head out, the window, this or that restriction. And they were good things. But for Fido to have goggles on will keep any of that dust or anything that's blowing that can get into their eyes and hurt them. It can scratch their eyes. It can be very painful for them. And also, she looked really cute in those goggles, and it was way less expensive than a vet visit. I think back then, the most they were $15, $20. It was a good investment for me. My third thing I want to talk about is restraint because it's my personal experience that car accidents happen. And luckily, my dogs were at home when it happened. I had a bad car accident without them in the car. And after that, I got real serious about the kinds of seatbelts I wanted for my dogs. And those reasons are one, I could have died, and two, an unrestrained dog would have died a painful, unnecessary death had they been with me and not restrained well. Thousands of pets are killed in some of the millions of automobile accidents that happen in the US every year, many of whom could have been saved by being properly restrained. AAA estimates that unrestrained dogs are sometimes a contributing factor to tens of thousands of car accidents annually. So I got real serious about what kind of a seatbelt I was going to use for my dog. And I like the vest or a harness type of a seatbelt that I can buckle them in from the back. And one I really, really like is the American Tourister seatbelt for a dog. It goes over them and buckles in around their waist so that if I were to put the brakes on, they will be stopped from their shoulders down to their waist. And it also uses your seatbelt system within your car for that restraint. And I think it's really awesome that it holds them back really well so that they don't get yanked on by their neck. Should you only attach it to their collar? Whatever kind you find is best for you, try it out without the dog attached. Put it in, attach it, pull real hard on it, and make sure it holds. Because in my pursuit of finding a really good dog restraint, I have found that there are some that, yeah, they may attach to your seatbelt, but they don't always hold. So make sure you test it without Fido before you even take off on the road. And you might wonder about trucks. What do I feel about trucks and dogs? Well, I feel that dogs should be only in the cab with their seatbelt on and never in the back of a truck because that can be as dangerous as an unrestrained dog in the cab if there is an accident. And it can get too hot and too cold quickly for Fido. A dog in the back of a pickup truck, it's just not safe. Our dogs are family, and keeping them healthy as pet parents is an important thing to do for those pets that we love. All right. So that's just a little bit of the three things that I think about before I have my dog's riding with me in the car. Well, ta ta for now, and see you on the next episode.